not the past 25 years, you know. So they just were unfamiliar, and so they came. So I think that they have a listening ear right now.
Who
And
is this?
the Columbus Foundation.
Okay.
Yeah. And you, Nancy, has been able to build some inroads with these folks, which I think play your card right now in terms of the fact that they invited you to, I was not invited to the opening of the plan as the author of the last plan. I didn't get that invitation. You did. So you're making connections, use them. Now, Amy O'Grady has reached out, and now I'm part of some discussion around the concept of recovery deserts and things like that. So I'm excited to be back in the dialogue. But you've managed to get in with people. Start, once you have your documents ready, start talking. That's how seed money's gonna show up, is to say, look, we need some help getting started. Because what Amy shared with me is, and I knew this already, there's a lot of money coming down the federal, from the Federal Cures Act, and they're dumping it into OMAS. And OMAS is putting it out fast and furious.
Those are the RFPs, right?
Yeah.
You've gotta have all that. Don't you have to have like a physical place and?
Not always, it just depends. Again, that's where partnerships come into play. So what if you've got a really great partner who can apply for something and can then subcontract to you to do some services, you know, or some piece of plan. So, but I think your best seed money comes locally in terms of other, you know, small family foundations, not just the Columbus Foundation, but starting to talk, there could be investors. I think that in the recovery community, you could also start talking, because again, there's a lot of people in the program who might want to support you and get involved and be part of the grassroots effort. So I think that you could treat it almost like a business startup in that sense of how you'd start pulling investors around the table, start having
Crowdsourcing?
conversations. Not necessarily, but I think having meaningful conversations and saying, look, we need this much in seed money to kind of get this off the ground. And just see who can come to the table with that. Or can they open the door for you to talk to somebody else, right? Do they know the person at Huntington Bank, or, you know, wherever the funding might be to begin to work with you?
Do you find that some of these corporations, I have a few that we do business with, PPG,
Yeah.
for example, and I know some of the higher ups there, but because it's so dirty, and because of the fact that it's got such a, you know, the relapses are high, and the ugliness of, you know, going to a street corner and they see the guys that we want to clean up, and they say, I don't want to clean up because I can't make as much money when I'm shaving and got a suit on. So what I'm going is, I don't know is, because I'm a little bit like Kale, you start to think about now, we've got one of the guys that's on the board of the Columbus Foundation, but I wanted to get a little bit more business-like before we made any kind of presentation there. But I'm not sure about like the PPGs, or, you know, we've got a relationship with the Wendy's Corporation, and I haven't thought about them, but is that something, do they look down on this because of the fact that the...
No, they're gonna have a philanthropic arm, a foundation, you know, and you're just gonna need to know what are their funding priorities,
Right.
and if those match in any way, shape, or form with what you're trying